All right, cool. Mic check. Mic check. Nice. All right, looks good. Good day, everybody. Good day, my friends. Welcome back to another live trading session. And right now, price is pretty much stuck between a rock and a hard place. All right, I'm liking this short idea off of this move lower here. You got a nice break of structure lower. We're pushing back into it. You you saw price fail to go higher once again, broke structure again. So now it's like, can we actually go lower from these areas here? I like all of this in here as potential bearish territory. You see, we got another wick into that area. Let's see if we break structure. Looks like we are. Yeah, I think I like shorts here. Let's see what NASDAQ is up to. Yeah, the shorts look really clean. Let's see if we can play a short here. Let me clean up my chart a little bit. But from what I could see, right, we're getting SMT off of this zone up here. NASDAQ did not revisit, which would pretty much cancel this idea. Let's go 5 minute. So if you look at the 5 minute, we have 230 so at 230, yeah. So this candle right here essentially is what I want to see hit. Anything from this candle body would be nice. We hit it once. We haven't hit it again. And then we have a few areas over here from earlier. This 830 candle, right? You got this order block here. This order block down here, you got this fair value gap. Looks better on ES. Oh, never mind. It looks the same on ES. But we have this up close candle here. I like the reaction we saw here. We sweep these lows. We get SMT off the low, right? And then we start to push higher. But the strange part about this SMT is ES is stronger, but ES is the one that takes the low. So now what are you likely to see? You're likely to see NASDAQ take this low as well. And there it goes, right? So pretty sharp move here off of a potential sell zone. But I feel like we didn't hit what I would want to see hit for a short. Definitely had this level up here highlighted, as you can see. For a drive, let's see what else is in here. 3. So yeah, I can actually include this 3 o'clock range here. Got this up close candle at 3 p.m. and dump off of it. Same thing here. So actually, yeah, I take that back. This is bearish territory. We have 2 zones. We have the upper half from 230. Then you have that 3 o'clock attempt to go higher and fail. And price has already shown a lot of hesitation from there. There we go. Yeah, this is so bearish. I'm locking in on the shorts for right now. As long as we don't just like dump to the lows, which we might, that would change, the circumstances. But as of right now, I love that we got a strong reaction. And it's only been like 10 minutes into the open, so we should get a pullback here. All right, and we're closing through. I want to see a nice strong closure here because we do have an area of interest for buys down below. So if price starts breaking structure higher, then I'll know that it's time to look for something else. But personally, like if I'm looking at this, does this look like a break of structure lower? I don't think so. NASDAQ breaks this low, right? You get this drive in, push higher. So that's a valid low point. NASDAQ breaks it barely. But any other move in here, I wouldn't consider these to be pullbacks, man. That's tough because you can say maybe we pull back a little bit here and then make a new high. So a break of this low is valid. gotta be careful here. This is, you know what I mean? Like, where's your swing points? 930 put. Actually, yeah, no, this is a swing point for sure. I like this. Yeah, I like this. I like where we see, if you look closely, 930 is going to open, push up, take out all these internal highs, and then slam back through this low. Yeah, I like this as a push up, break structure, pull back. So we haven't, yeah, we're chilling. I like the shorts, man. I like the shorts. So let's see what happens. I'm gonna zoom in on here. I'll do it like this, man. Oh my goodness, kid. Oh my goodness, kid. So the further away we get, the more we might end up flipping bullish. So let's get off of that 1 minute chart here. I have a few levels highlighted, right? So bearish up here, very obvious, right? But down at this level here, if you go look, you'll see there's some order blocks down in here that we're holding up. So if I look like right here, you got that OB. You got over here, you got that OB. If I go to the 5 minute, you'll see the structure inside of that 30-minute candle that makes it what it is. What time was that? Let's see. This was at 10 p.m. This one was at 1:30 a.m. So at 10 p.m. Bro, get out of here, bro. This thing just shorted like no tomorrow, bro. And I wanted these shorts. We got 10 p.m. Right, you see this down close candle here. Creates that move higher. But as you can see, this is complete scratch. Price is extremely bearish. So let's let this do its thing here, because that right there, this move right here just confirms to me that we are bearish. But it's happening too fast. So it's like either price is gonna pull back substantially and rebalance, or it's just gonna keep shorting, and I don't want to be shorting at the lows, right? So let's just go back to the 30-minute here, zoom in on both charts here. I want to zoom in on both. So give me a NASDAQ to the left. All right. And give me an ES to the right. Bingo. So I'm interested to see what we do here. We have a clear break of structure. We have 930. Push up, make this high. We flip that, pull back, make this low. So now we're looking at this as a potential short area of interest. All right, so what I want to know is if I'm using the 2 and the 3 o'clock candle here, I need to start getting ready for shorts. Same thing over here. If we are truly bearish, you should see this 3 p.m. candle start working its magic. All right, that's where you want to get involved. Back up here, obviously at a discount, right? If I'm bearish, I need to be shorting at optimal entry, and the optimal entry is going to be, we get this 930 push higher, break structure, pull back, break lower. This zone right here gets my attention. This zone gets my attention right here. If we can push back into here, I'm looking for something like this. If we can push back into the red box here, I'll mark this off as gray. We know this is higher time frame. And then these lower time frame zones are getting wrecked right now. So we have 930 opening, right? Notice there has been no bullish pressure at all so far throughout this 5 minute sequence. So that's what I'm waiting for. I want to see those buyers step in, and that way we can start grading this setup over here. Okay, nice. So at least ES gives you some bullish pressure. We flip through this bullish zone here. We get that bullish pressure here. Make this gray. Back to red here. So like I mentioned, it's extremely weak, but you have to get a good feel, man. I'm thinking what's probably going to happen is we're probably going to get, this is tough, bro. If we keep pushing lower like this, it's going to turn bullish very quickly. Very, very quickly. Which is trash. Rest of the market's pretty flat so far. All right, so this, like I mentioned, this area right here is interesting. Let's see if NASDAQ starts showing some strength. Well, we're so far past this on NASDAQ that I wouldn't even. But this 8 o'clock candle here, we're still in this bullish zone here. Yeah, guys. So this looks bullish. If we watch closely, you'll see that this 8 o'clock candle is holding up nicely. You got this down close candle. We sweep that low. Notice this rejection coming in here. Same thing over here, 8:30, and then you got 8 o'clock down here. So I'll watch both. We'll probably get SMT down here into a bullish area of interest. So I'll highlight that, see how price ends up responding. Maybe we get that ping pong effect where price bounces here, pushes into here, shows that rejection, you get that continuation lower. Or price could start flipping bullish here. And I'm going to erase this one. This is going to be the bullish zone that I'm looking out for. This is nice. Down close candle, eruption, pullback, break of structure. Now we're pulling back, showing that weakness again. I mean, not weakness. We're showing exhaustion in this area so far. But as you can see, the sellers are breaching this level, bro. Yeah, this looks like it might try to go bullish. Let's see. I want to know how this structure starts to play out here, because we have these swing points in here that if price starts breaking these highs, it's gonna be it's gonna be interesting. But realistically, the shorts are in control, right? I see everything I need to see. The one thing I'm missing here is I want to see some bullish pressure on this candle. The current 930 candle, it's been all bearish, and that's not what I'm looking for. If we start getting bullish pressure late and maintaining this level, that's going to be a bullish signature, right? We rush into bullish territory and then start building up that bullish support. But as of right now, there's two ideas, and the shorts are the better idea for me. I want to see this follow through, right? We see this 930 candle open, push up, make a new high. So this is your swing. Once that new high is made, we break that low, pull back, make this order block. Bro, we might try to short off of this order block, but I just don't want to short from anything less than optimal, right? So we break structure here. We pull back, break structure again. You could easily try to short it from this right here. If you're, if you're down for a little bit of sweat, because once we break this low, price tries to get back up into this area and fails and makes a new low. Okay. So if price wanted to maintain this bearish range right here, it surely could. Same thing over here. We make that high, make the low, pull back, boom, pull back, boom. So you have these two internal highs right here. Imagine they hold up. The reason I really don't like that is because I want to see. So let's go back to the 30-minute here. Save that. 30-minute. I want to see price drive into one of these levels. Well, I guess it is, bro. It really is. 3 to 3 p.m. So yeah, I want to see price. There we go. Good push. This makes it easier. Yeah, this makes it easier here. You want to see a good drive up into this territory here and then see what happens. But I'm ready to strike on these shorts if I see the proper reaction up in this level. Get my contract sheet ready to go. Good drive higher. So like I mentioned, right? Look at how price is going to start. Okay, we ended up closing through here barely, but there's SMT, so that makes it, bro, this could be bullish, kid. This could be bullish, kid. So we got to play it smart here. Let's see. I want to see how price responds. There we go. So now we're back at this level here. Let's turn on some indications and see what levels are being hit. So we have, bro, I think I got to short this. Let's see. It's tough because I want to see NASDAQ push up into this blue area as well. That's what makes it tough. We get this break of structure here on ES. So that could be bullish as well. Remember this bullish zone down here. We drive into it. Break structure. So now I want to see something here. Let's do this. This bullish zone that I'm using was this, what zone was that? This one right here, right? 8 a.m. Yeah, from 8 a.m. So if I'm looking at this 8 a.m. candle, yeah, I'm not bullish off of that. 8 a.m. And then what about 8:30? Let's see. 8:30. 8:30 looks good too, guys. This is probably bullish. Wow. Yeah, this is probably bullish. This is probably bullish, bro. I just, looking at this reaction, price fails to get through here after tapping into this level. It's like ping pong, right? If we're able to send price down here with a lot of force, I want to see it broken. Otherwise, I'm thinking it's just going to bounce back up to the highs. That's exactly what's happening. We're not breaking it. We're just starting to run here. So what I'm going to do is start marking out bullish opportunities. Make this red just so we don't get confused. Boom, boom, boom. And we have a few areas where we want to see price get back into that bullish profile. And we have 8:30. We have this and that. All right. So I'm going to erase this lower bearish. That's why you don't short in those other zones. I'm going to erase that. We have a couple areas of interest here. Clean up this again. And now look at price just run, bro. Like, come on, get out of here, bro. Stop. Yeah, we're chilling, guys. Don't feel like you need to trade this. This is a joke. This is a joke. This is a joke. So, 1 second. And as you can see, we are flipping all the bearish territory on ES. So that right there just confirms we are bullish, guys, somehow. I mean, for now, right? For now, but I like this high here. Let's start looking for targets on the higher time frame. I want to see previous daily high. Nice. That could even be the draw, right? Honestly, that's going to be my draw. I don't want anything else. I'm just not that bullish. I'm like short-term bullish because price is telling me that it wants higher. But just like I mentioned, right? I wanted to see price offer some bullish pressure in this bearish candle. We saw too much bearish pressure with no buyers at all. And that right there was kind of letting me know that, bro, this is probably going to fail, right? And here we are. We're going to close through here. We're about to get a new, this is going to be clean. I'm going to erase everything bearish here. I'm not bearish based on that reaction there. We should see price take out that previous daily high, which it might take it out right now. Yeah, it's like 1 point away. It is 1 point away. All right, yeah, save this, change my perspective. I like the buys until further notice. We're taking out this previous daily high. NASDAQ should be on the way. I want to know where is the next batch of liquidity. We have London's high from yesterday still available on NASDAQ, and that's probably where we're going to go. Weekly open nearby. Yeah, we're chilling, guys. We are chilling. Yeah. We still have this level up above here. I'm going to keep this area grayed out, but it's not looking good for the shorts right now. Good patience on that because definitely started to look bearish. And then they gave you a very sudden flip back bullish. Higher time frame order blocks held up down here. Really nice, really nice, really nice. And now, like I said, we're getting that closure, but look at this. Look at where we're rejecting again, bro. I think we're going to pull back to allow NASDAQ to rebalance to continue higher. But there's a lot of bullish range here. Price can pull back all the way down to here. This is going to be that new optimal entry. You want to enter off this down close candle if possible. All right. And then, like I mentioned, this zone right here is the key. The 8 a.m. to 8:30, or well, 8 a.m. to 9. That's where you get all of your bullish structure. This 8 a.m. down close candle and then 8:30 up close candle. These two right here giving you exactly what you're looking for. So let me mark off some things here. I like that high, that 8:30 high. Yes, I like those lows down in here. Yes. So that's what I'm looking at there for my entry. Either we're going to get an entry up here, which has to be super clear and obvious. If you're looking at it from a sequence that this is your zone, you're looking for that break of structure and then a pullback. So we see the clear and obvious break of structure right now. You can mark off any one of these internal highs. We break structure there. We break structure here. And notice we haven't pulled back, so we're not late to the party. You're looking for price to do this here. Pull back, generate liquidity, pull back, and then start to climb again. Textbook reversal, right? And of course, you're looking to trade ES. Boom, 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 boom. Let's see what everybody else is up to today, man. Let's see. I see a lot of people trading live today, bro. Finally, this is like uh one of those days where you see everybody online. Nice. Good to see it. Tanya's online, Lumi's online. Look like Justin's online. Nice. So I'm ready for this pullback. And this candle just closed for us at 10 a.m. Where was that actual? Yeah, let me see. So this was a problem, right? This is where we should see some rejection. We might get that overextended play, the same play we've been seeing where price, instead of pulling all the way back, it accumulates at the highs and breaks structure again. So be ready for that as well. Looks like some of these guys caught that long. Oh yeah. So we're chilling right now, waiting on this pullback, and from there, let the games begin. So you see this reaccumulation up here at these highs. We've already taken the highs here on ES, so you're expecting a pullback. That's typically how it goes, right? So let's see how far price wants to pull back here. As I mentioned, the optimal entry is going to be down here. The lowest down closed candle, the extremes of this bearish pressure is the optimal entry. But as I mentioned yesterday, there is a way to take part in you know, Get out of here, bro. This volume is really unbelievable. Here we go. All right, yeah. So this is in a hurry. Where is it going? It's looking like a trap. We take out this previous daily high here on both charts now, and price is refusing to pull back. All right. So with that, I'm gonna sit back, relax here. Don't want to force any type of trade right now. So we have this pullback. We break the high. So if I'm looking at a possible continuation, it's going to be from 9:30 to 10. We have added some more confluence to this bullish idea. All right, so you have this high here. You have this high right here. Right, yeah, 9 and 9:30. That right there. You can get rid of this bearish pressure, erase this bearish zone. Price is not showing any signs of rejection here. But if price pulls back and respects these bullish areas down below, there's a few of them, so may have to think about this, but save this. I like this analysis here. Drop to the 5-minute. This candle range right here is extremely beautiful. Okay. Now that we get the continuation overextension profile where price refuses to pull back, but it still breaks structure. Right? There goes your break of structure. Bingo. Now you see that there is a very nice area of interest here for a continuation. Down close candle, bullish order block. Down close candle, bullish order block. And naturally, you literally have to wait for price to drive into this area because we could sweep this low. I've seen it time and time again. Price could pull back, sweep that low, right? Sweep out anybody who thinks they can just buy in here and then continue. Or there's going to be times like we saw yesterday, which I doubt if it happens 2 days in a row. That's kind of why I'm banking on this sweep here. But yesterday we saw price literally pull back and just keep going straight volatile movements only. And there goes the gap fill. I think it's going to dump. We'll see. You guys let me know what you think, but I think we're about to That's crazy. There goes that slam back inside here. I'm waiting for that slam. I want to see this low swept here. Just a lot of liquidity down below, right? See if we can get like some sort of optimal trade entry. So this is my game plan. I would love to see price drive back into here and pop, or drive back a little lower if need be, right? And pop there. As always, ES is going to be the one you want to trade when ES is stronger and we are bullish. So there goes some pressure right there. All right. So let's see. Boom, boom, boom. There goes that heat. Let's go. I want to see you rip through every buyer in that area, please. Appreciate it. There we go. Absolutely gorgeous. We have this 5-minute imbalance. Let's see, 15-minute. Nope. 10-minute. Yeah, nice 10-minute imbalance being filled. Now we're talking, my friend. Anybody in longs right now, I want to see obliterated because it happened yesterday, right? Let's go look. Show you exactly what I'm talking about. Yesterday. Where's yesterday? 1 p.m. There it is. There goes the obliteration nuke. Look here. Perfect example, right? 9:40, 10 a.m. What happens? We break structure, right? We get that break of structure. Price breaks and then pulls right back into this down close candle. And I'm like, I could buy this. Blah, blah, blah. But I'm not going to chase it. Right? Just playing it smart, knowing that this could get wrecked. Price could push all the way into here. And what happens? It doesn't. It keeps going. So now today, I want to see it get wrecked and then come back and offer. There it is. Here goes the real move. And I want to put my EMA on here so that I can watch for this EMA rejection. Once price can flip this EMA back bullish, or maybe even just flip these bearish gaps, I'm hip to buy. But as you can see, right, the market knows what it does, bro. If it did something one day, the next day it's probably not going to be the same. And like I said, I know a lot of people are going to be buying this thinking that, oh, yesterday it worked. Okay, appreciate it. Good donation there. And here we are. So pay close attention to the clock now because, yes, let's flip this over. NASDAQ here. So pay close attention to the clock, understanding that, let me do this, take this off. Understanding that price has officially opened a new 30-minute candle here. So it's good that we're seeing this bearish pressure come in, but you don't want to see the bearish pressure get, bro, I'm not talking to you, bro. My phone likes to jump in the conversation. But so looking at it, right? This is optimal, but really these down close candles, you want to see these start becoming support for higher. You don't really want to see price get past all these bullish candles, maybe fill in the gap and turn, right? But you want to see price show more speed now because we got a nice move higher. We got a nice move in. I want to see speed out of this area if we're truly bullish. If we're bearish, price is going to eat through this slowly but surely. All right. So if I'm watching here, like I said, yeah, this is clean, guys. This is clean. We had 9:30 to 10, fake out the sellers, go bullish. We had this 10 o'clock candle open, drive in, make a new high. Once that new high is made, I am locked in on the buys. All right. And then now that we make that new high, I'm anticipating price to manipulate because we failed to manipulate so far. Now we're getting that manipulation, simply waiting for a clean entry on ES. Looks like we might hold this level here, guys. We'll see. The EMA is going to come into play here. See if we can break through this EMA. If not, probably a push down into this zone here. But there's no order blocks here, right? That's the reason why I like this area here, because we saw price try to go lower a few times in here and fail. And we have higher time frame levels in confluence with this range as well. Yeah, so I just like this level. Very clean. So we see that hesitation. Let me go ahead and draw up a trade just because if it tries to run here, I want to be ready to go. Why is it showing NASDAQ? I'm going in on ES, my friend. Booyah, 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 booyah. So I can get in with like a 11-point stop. 11-point stop there. And I'm just looking for 1.3 R or such would be decent. Man, these bearish gaps, bro. Are we going to just rip through these bearish gaps? Yeah, I have to take this, guys. Oh my goodness. Pull back. Please pull back. 11-point stop would be 8 micros. I'll go 9 because I like it. I'm long there, guys. And what price did I get here? Let me draw this up here. Stop down at the lows. Entry price 6998. So, looking for what else was on the higher time frame here. We take that high. Wow, yeah, there's literally nothing stopping price here. We got maybe some order blocks in this area here. Maybe some order blocks in this area. But when I'm looking at price, right, I'm looking on a higher time frame because we're taking out this daily high here. If price is bullish, where's YM? Where's YM doing? Because YM is, look at YM, guys. YM has been trading at all-time highs effortlessly. It's crazy, dude. But MES here. So what I'm thinking is if we are breaking this previous daily high and maintaining bullish structure, I should be looking for the next daily high as liquidity, or potentially the next 4-hour high that hasn't been broken, which would be in the same ballpark. Liquidity. All right, and then I'm looking at obviously this up close candle here. Yeah, so I'll mark this off as well. Up close candle. So that'll be where like I'm like hesitant to hold through, but that's right where my TP is. And I'm not looking for too many points here. 11 points for 14 points is okay with me. We got through this bearish gap. Let's see if we can get some speed through these highs now. I like this sweep, right? So if this is manipulation, we could pull out that standard deviation tool. Yeah, we can start looking at these extended targets. That one standard deviation is up here. I like the 0.5 for my deviation targets just because it's very, very reasonable, and those typically hit every time. And then if you're looking at this manipulation move here, 0.5 would be here, and then 1 would be here. So we're getting close to that 0.5 from that original deviation move. Dark base. Yeah, there it is. Okay. So we're looking for speed to continue. And so far, decent speed here. We're looking at, where's NASDAQ? Okay, NASDAQ hasn't made that high yet, but we did push up into that bearish gap. We reclaimed the EMA on NASDAQ as well. So let's see if we can maintain structure here. All right, here we go. So what do you want to see, right? You want to see NASDAQ push to this high. So for first off, I want to see alerts going off for NASDAQ at this high. If NASDAQ can take this high, that should open the door for ES to continue. And like I mentioned before, we have this level at, this level at 709 that I'm looking to see some sort of reaction from. But for now, the 5-minute chart pretty much is telling me the story of this position right now. So I'm watching the 5-minute chart closely. I want to see price start closing strongly above this up close candle here, because as you can see, this is where price stalled last time, right? So you see the rejection coming in. I'm watching this closely because if it doesn't hold, I don't want to be in this trade. As I mentioned, I'm not as bullish as everybody else. I would much rather have a short, right? But this is the same profile that we got yesterday. So naturally, when I see it, I'm like, okay, oh yeah, hold on. Yeah, get ready for some type of switcheroo here, because if we can't break this high and we get price starting to reject here, I think I'm gonna just cut this and wait for a better position. Yeah, you don't want to see that, especially because of this profile here. When you see price break structure, pull back, break structure again, that's a speed mechanism. If we start standing still, then there's no reason for you to like this setup. You only like it because it's telling you it's gonna have speed. So the moment the speed starts to disappear, which it looks like it here, I will have to wrap this up and just wait. Yeah, let me get ready to get out of here, guys. It's not what I want to see. We got up in here way too easy, and then look at how quick we reject. That's looking like it's gonna start pushing lower here. Let's see. Yeah, get me out. Adios, amigos. Adios, amigos. It can be as bullish as it wants to be, but without me, that's a terrible rejection. Absolutely atrocious rejection. Moving stops to what price is this? If I miss this, it's okay with me. Yeah, let this go without me. We have the SMT off of this high. NASDAQ doing the same exact thing, slamming off of this up close candle here. Right, so you saw the buyers push, you saw it hit a wall, you saw it pull back, respect structure, and now you see price push into it and slam off of it. That right there can easily turn bearish. So now it's better for me to sit back and just wait it out. I'd rather wait this out here. Even if I'm wrong, like even if it ends up expanding, maybe in hindsight, I'll be like, maybe I got nervous, but I can, in real time right now, I could say that I could draw up a short off of this right here if it holds. I would prefer a short. But it's tough because this move right here was so bullish, man. But now that we take these highs, I always tell myself, just because it was looking bullish going up into this high doesn't mean it's going to be bullish after it takes out the high. That's the catch in trading. It'll give you an A+ setup into a certain level. And as soon as that level hits, the setup just slowly deteriorates. And I don't want to, yeah, I really don't want to hold through a setup like this. I want speed and speed only. Here we go, more downside, right? It's going to leech. Yeah. There we go. There goes some leeching activity that I do not want to deal with. So really, drawing up the short, I would love to see price maintain this up close candle here. maintain that range. There we go. Good exit, kid. Great exit. Yeah, I'm more interested in these shorts, man. I'm more interested. It's tough though because we could still pump, but it's like I mentioned, you want to see speed, and right now there's no speed about this at all. So give price a chance to. This is still bullish, guys. I just don't understand why we aren't going anywhere. So yeah, hands off the mouse here. What I'm looking at is, all right, so from 10 to 10:30, what happens? Nothing. We have up close candles, down close candles, but notice we're still within this range. So I can't say which side of the battle I want to play. You know what I mean? Like if we were clearly closing through these up close candle wicks and bodies and all that, I would say, oh yeah, I want short. And then vice versa, if price was clearly closing through these down close candles, which you see down close candle we haven't broken, another down close candle we haven't broken. So that right there is telling me, bro, we could easily short as well. It's tough. This is actually tough. And I'm okay with not having any money on this right now. Yeah, good call here. I'm going to step back, let price shake out whatever it wants to shake. It's tough because first off, I would say bullish president still holds, right? As long as we keep holding these red lines, look at how beautiful these red lines are holding here, right? We're driving back into it. We had a push down, push up, push down, maintain this line so far. Is price going to try to flip right back bullish? I don't like ES on the other hand. We got above the red line, maintained it, got above it again, maintained it, took out the high, and now we're falling and creeping below the red lines. And it looks like price may be stuck underneath these red lines. If it breaks again, I might try this again, guys. If we start breaking these red lines again, get a bigger stop, 12, 13 points. Because I really want to be bullish here after what we've seen. And then if price can maintain these levels here, this is tough, bro, because it could easily go bearish. This SMT is what's catching my eye here. But we had SMT, but we don't break structure, right? We see price. Well, technically, yeah, we did. No, we didn't. Yeah, we push and make this high. Push back, fail to take this low so far. We push back here, we take out this low, but this low never makes a high. So this is the low here for a break of structure. Right down here. If you're bearish, you want to see this get broken. Yeah, bro, I think it's just wasting time, but let me check Forex Factory. Maybe there's some delayed news event today. I don't know. I'm not seeing anything. But we are rejecting this red line now, so that kind of gives me an answer right now. Don't really want to buy this. I'm only interested if price can truly make it back above here. And I'm going to lower my risk on this setup. Yeah, if I end up taking a trade in here, it's going to be like 250, 300 bucks. Keep it simple. And then just look for a bigger target, maybe like 1.5 R. Tight stop, 8 points, like something like that. Yeah, cover the low, 8 points, 7,000. 8 points would be 12 micros, so I'll go 6 micros, make it 5. No, not really 2. 7,000.5. NASDAQ holding the red line. Where's that EMA at? Flipping the EMA on ES, waiting for NASDAQ here to flip. We also have that previous daily high over here. This could go bearish, bro. I really would like it to. But like I mentioned, this opening range right here gave you a really clean, from 930 to 10, gave you a really clean profile to work for buys. Price pushes into this profile, breaks structure, and now we're pulling back, failing to take out lows, maintaining these levels here. And this was 730. Look at that. We're climbing on top of this now, maintaining this high. Yeah. Let's mark off this as well. This is tough. I can admit this is it's only tough because it's not going anywhere. If it was truly trying to get somewhere, I would be in a trade right now. But so far, good patience, man. Good patience. I was up about $300 on this buy. Target was about 600 or so. All right, yeah, it looks like we're gonna get this close. Yeah. All right, give me that. All right, give me that buy there. I like that we recover the EMA. We hold this level here, and although we are rejecting up here, I can tighten my stop, tighten my risk, and anticipate this to break, being that we're still respecting bullish structure down below. So that's where I go smaller on my risk in case price wants to chop even more, right? This is more of an anticipation type of trade. I'm anticipating a drive here. Price doesn't want to drive. I can take a small loss here and just wait for a better delivery. All right, 5-minute chart is where you're going to see the most confirmation. So this 5-minute candle closes back above this previous daily high. Really nice. We have EMA support in between where I am with my stop and where price is currently. And I want to start seeing speed here for the first time in this candle. Right, we spent this full 30 minutes accumulating, consolidating. Let's see if this next 15 minutes can be expansion. Let's get some expansion here. It's going to be 7,001. And that's going to be 8 points. 8 points for about 12. Definitely want to see price maintain this previous daily high for ES. And the reason I still like the buys as well is because NASDAQ never takes this high. We get some accumulation, which was expected. I was expecting price to manipulate lower. So we get that accumulation move, we get that manipulation drive, and then we see price start maintaining bullish areas, giving it a chance here to try and run. I'm looking for about 12 points. That would be 1.5 R. Yeah, like 1.5. Which would be good risk to reward. I'm looking for, I need this high right here to be obliterated, guys. Otherwise, it's going to go right back short. This closing price here needs to be closed through. No more games at this level. Let's see. Come on, kid. Look at at that rejection once again, bro. Yeah, get me out of that. I don't want to be. I don't even want to be buying this. I'm done with the buys. Done with the buys. Cut the buy. Done with the buys. Let me get these shorts. I'm not even gonna give this a chance to catch me in this because it's taking too long. It's showing you that the buyers are trying and the buyers are getting slapped in the face. And not only are they getting slapped in the face, there's really nothing up here supporting price on the higher time frame. The red lines are the only hope. If this ends up going bullish, I'm okay with not catching this, guys. My goodness. Yeah. And you see right now, it's officially. If I clean up my chart, take everything off, we have 10 a.m. to 10:30, really 10:25 here. We see up close, we close through. This is starting to be a problem. This up close candle is not, it's not going anywhere. So now we get this up close move here, 10:30 up close. Let's see. Yeah, I just want to see some bearish closures. If we can get some bearish closures, I like lower. If not, then it's just gonna chop around, and I'm okay with being on the sideline. So far, pretty good read. I would say lower your risk in these conditions. So good job doing that. And then on top of that, be aware of what's actually happening because we did sweep this high. And for whatever reason, this up close candle here, which breaks structure on the 1 minute, is maintaining. We do leave these equal highs up here as if it's just gonna fly away, but I don't like this setup, which is trash, bro, because it's ruining a really good buy profile right now by choosing not to expand. You know what I mean? Like if this does end up going bullish, I'm gonna be like, bro, it was telling me to buy it over and over. But because it's showing you that it's boxed in, I would much rather just take my risk off here and wait. I would love to see a short as well. I would love to see a short from these lows here. This is the only bullish structure, right? Remember, we wanted to see this level down here get hit. It never got hit. So price could literally draw right into here and still be bullish. All right. So that's what I'm thinking. Like, all right, if price wants to stall up here, what does that look like? It would give you up close candles and then start closing through those candles, which we closed through it once, bro. We closed through this once. How did this candle close on the 30-minute? I might short this, kid. We had 10 to 10:30 close bullish with a decent close through here. We're getting that rejection here. Let me look at these shorts. Closure, new candle, drives into it, right at 1030. What happens? Are we breaking structure now? You could say that was a break of structure, or you could say this was a break of structure. So this was either a break of structure here, and then wait, let me do this. Clean this up. Actually, no, that's the right one. Yeah, those two red lines are going to give you the answer. Yeah, we're short, guys. I'm about to short this. I am going to short this, but I'm going to short the NASDAQ. Let me zoom in here. Get ready for this short. And it's going to be off of this 1030 profile. Yeah, so we put in this 10 to 1030 move. Hold on, NASDAQ doesn't look as clean. And NASDAQ's supposed to be weaker. Wait, let's see. 10 to 1030, we push up. I guess we do close through it once right here. Yeah, we do close through it. All right, we fail to break the high. New candle opens at 1030. Do we break structure? 1030. Yes, we do. We push back here. This is your break of structure. All right, where's that candle range? Here and here. Make that red. Let me speed this up. This is probably gonna try to dump. Yeah, if I short here, I can get a stop up above here. 50 points, and then I'm just looking for this zone down in here. 1.5 R. I'm gonna keep my risk small today. I just don't like the chop. But looking at it from this standard here, from 10 to 1030, we want to see 1030 drive and break structure. 1030 does exactly that. We drive, break structure, which we make a high here. This is tough, bro. Do you want to consider this a break of structure is your deal breaker? This small pullback, we do make a new high. We break structure, push back into this area here, push back into the original order block. Shows clear rejection off of that, bro. This is bearish. How low do we go is the question. This low for sure should be taken out. So if we get another strong move off of this red line here, I'm short at 25,382 with a 50-point stop. Yeah, 50 points would be 5 micros. Let's go like 4 micros here. Strong closure here. I'm short now. Yeah, I'm short there. I just don't like how it's absorbing all these buyers. It's tough though, because this low right here could be a problem. There goes the lows already. Look at that, bro. What happens at this low? I think I gotta go break even, guys. Let me put in some targets. I would honestly, I think we're not bearish. That's the sad part. I really don't think we're bearish. Based on this opening profile, I think price just wants to retest something. So this is a good magnet here. These red lines could be hit. We didn't hit them yet. If price wants to reject here, I'll probably go break even, guys. And now we're just trading for fun today. I'm not really looking to make too much money today after seeing these conditions. So I'm just gonna set realistic targets. 1.5 R. If we hit it, we hit it. And I'll just manage this trade on the way down. But I need to see speed lower. Let's take a look at ES. Oh, ES is, yeah, we haven't taken this low on ES. Yeah. Hold this until ES takes this low. Add an alert here. Remember, ES was stronger than NASDAQ today. So if ES is pushing bearish, we should be good on downside. Don't even bother this. Let this play out. And I got in at 380. Yeah, 380. 380. Looking to ride this down to at least until ES takes this low, and then potentially these lows down in here. If this SMT holds up, this might be spooky, guys. Uh-oh. Yeah. See, here we go. Here we go. Yeah, this is tough. This is tough. Do I cut this? I don't like that reaction after we took that low. Let's see how this EMA responds here. Yeah, guys, this is about to flip. I'm out of here. I can't play this, bro. Why is it so irky jerky and why is it not bullish? This is starting to cut that paper cut. I'm cool with the paper cuts because we keep pretending to be bullish here and I can't ignore it. I can't ignore it. What's happening on ES, bro? We did take out, oh, that's NASDAQ. ES here. What's happening, kid? Do I want to short this? As you can see, this is complicated only because price is not running and we're leaving these highs up here. Like, why is it choosing to play so violent here? We bounce right off of this red line. Yeah, kid. If this ends up shorting, I'll laugh, but I don't think I can sit through any of these pullbacks knowing that we're in bullish territory. And the bearish idea is only to rebalance. So we stab into this gap, sweep those lows. We got SMT. I would much rather see a buy here, guys. Oh, and it's gonna short. This is unbelievable, bro. What's the point of I can't hold that. You gotta move your stop break even or something once you take that low here. And you see SMT, yeah, you gotta get out of that, regardless of how this plays out. So yeah, let me get off of that short idea. Definitely you would either be stopped at break even or a small loss like I just did here. SMT off of that swing low, fair value gap, higher time frame profile, still looking bullish. We're getting rejection, but only after we broke structure. So we've already broken through all the bearish areas I had earlier going into this session. So we close above those and now we're just rebalancing. You don't want to hold your shorts too long in here. This could be an area for potential flip bullish. But the catch is we need the clock to confirm this reversal for us. All right, so I'm gonna start looking at things a little bit differently here. The red lines are gonna be bullish. All right, so now we just put in another bearish candle. Okay, if we are short, it's just gonna take a little longer. All right, I'm okay with that, right? So if we are short, look at this. This is clean, bro. We have 30-minute candle, push bullish as far as it could, fail, close through every single bullish candle. Nice. Same thing over here. Looks good to me. Push higher and you get SMT. You see how you can see the bearishness, but I need to get in when the delivery is ready. So we get this push up and now we're finally closing this bearish opportunity. All right, cool. So we're closing this bearish, boom, through all these bullish candles. Excellent. And now I just want to see price push back into this area and show me these levels have already been taken out. So I'm not worried about those. Just show me the ones that are holding. These have been taken out as well. This is a bearish area. If I go to the 1 minute, we're gonna want to see price drive into anything in this area, specifically on the NASDAQ. And I'm looking for price to show me weakness once again. And once you start getting that weakness, you can start looking at different areas. So this will be, let's make it blue just because it's current. It's almost like it has to be short as long as price has been sitting in here. And not only is it been sitting in here a while, it's actually starting to put together some decent bearish structure right now. I'm looking for that new 30-minute candle to drive into here and break structure, which is tough, bro, because price could literally rip through all of this. I just don't see it happening though. I have to be okay with that. Yeah, I can't sit here and hope that it's gonna break. The shorts are literally building structure as we speak. And we just need to see price make a new low here. A new low would almost confirm we're definitely going to retest this zone at the very least. There we go. That's what I want to see price get up into here and show weakness, right? That's what I want to see. That confirms it, right? Because we know we're still in bullish territory here, but I want to see price push back up into these extremes here and show me a little more weakness. You got this up close candle is your culprit. Yeah, so we're chilling. Just looking for this right here. Push into something in this area, pull back, make a new high. So we see that sweep somewhere in here. Market structure shift, short. And I'm looking to short way down back to that low. And that's more likely, but the buys literally, if they were able to step up here, could take out all of these easy relative highs here. It could take out all these highs and just keep going for the day. You know what I mean? So good patience, man. You really just, it's tough because I like the short based on what, if I'm looking at this previous, the last candle gave you shorts, man. The last candle gave you closure through here, pull back at 10:30. Where did it pull back to? At 10:30, pull back, break structure, push up into here, slam off of it. Maybe price wants to fill in this fair value gap here. But this is already bearish, bro, and that's kind of, it's tough. I want to be in these shorts right now, but let's see. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna play this this blue line here. We get back underneath that blue line, I'm shorting it. Lower risk as always, but what it's telling me is price is looking to continue lower instead of pull back, so I can get a tighter stop. ES fills that gap, so maybe a 40-point stop here. Yeah, 40 points. Yeah, let's go short here. 40 points would be 6 micros. I'm going 3 micros. A strong closure. Let's wait for this to close, bro. All right, I got to short that, bro. Yeah, we already rejected there. Yeah. Back in the shorts, more aggressive targets because it's starting to look like we should start to distribute lower here. And I want to see if, like I said, if ES can push down into this zone, I want to see NASDAQ hit at least into this gap here. We got this unmitigated gap down in here. How is ES leading the way, though? That's the scary part. It has to be bearish. ES stopped going up. So I'm looking for a dump here on NASDAQ, guys. About a 40-point stop. Maybe 42 points, 43. And I'm looking at that continuation off of, look at ES, bro. I'm looking at that continuation off of this profile here. So if I make these levels black, you'll see what I mean. So this order block right here has already been hit. We break structure, pull back, create this level here. All right, create this level here. But let me type this up. 25,365. All right, so looking at it from that perspective, I would say price has already shown you from 1030 with this breaker structure, we push up, right? With that push higher, I'm looking to see, bro, you better not start closing back through this level on the 5 minute, 1 minute left. See, this is that irky jerky stuff right here, bro. But maybe this holds up here. Let's see. Still early in this candle. It's only 11:08. And then ES should still be looking weak, right? Yeah. But we're still bouncing off of this level, bro. Bro, we need to dump if we're bearish, bro. It's gonna kill me, bro. If we want to just play chippity chop chop on both sides, no bullishness, no bearishness. Come on, bro. But what I'm saying is this is the first sign of weakness. We get this breaker structure, and then we pull back to the key area and reject it. That's a sell signal in itself already at 1050, right? So if I'm bearish, I could literally just look for any pullback into this leg right now. You see this move lower. Any pullback into this move lower and more rejection, and then use those higher time frame open and close prices, which this blue line is the 30-minute closure price. We start closing underneath it. I'm looking for lower, bro. How is ES doing this, bro? ES is melting, bro. I don't get this, bro. Like, I kind of don't want to trade this, but what I'm going to do is, I think this is going to be my last trade. For sure it is going to be my last trade today. Like, bro, it just makes trading so stupid when they want to, bro. Let's go to the 5 minute. That 1 minute just looks egregious. So what I'm saying is, like, why wouldn't price retest here? There's a few areas in between. There's this fat fair value gap that a lot of people are going to be buying in. So if I'm short, I have to have lower time frame conviction. Here it is. Right? These order blocks must hold. We start losing these, I don't want to be in shorts anymore, because I'm only shorting because price is telling me it's bearish. The hard part is, how far is price going to short with ES leading the way now? It's tough, bro. Like, you would anticipate we would at least get back to this optimal zone here, because price just keeps slamming these buyers in the face. Right? So I really don't want to be buying. You see what I mean? You see how that's what makes this tough. I really don't want to be buying it. I want to be selling it, but the shorts just keep chopping around. Like, I want to see some sort of aggressive move, because I know we're in bullish territory and price could flip bullish at any sweep of a low. We sweep one low, it could be happy and go higher. But it is what it is. That's why I'm happy with my risk management here today. I don't like this price action, but I do like this idea. If the price action can stop chopping around and start giving you some deliveries, trade ideas will start making more sense. But I like this move here, man. I just don't like how we're chopping at this low now. We take out this low. We went back and rejected, right? So that tells me the ping pong effect is in. We take this low, push back into this level. We should make a new low now if we hold this level, right? ES makes a new low. This is crazy, bro. This should dump. It should dump, bro. And if it doesn't, that's going to be hard to watch. It's gonna be hard to watch, but ES just looks so weak, bro. No reason for NASDAQ to have any strength. Could be a simple fake out higher. So you don't want to be too paranoid here. That's why I said I'm just gonna let this one play out. Simply because the last time I was in my short, I was over here, started to push up, and then it went right back into profit, makes a new low. So maybe it's just a high resistance type of day. But I have my areas highlighted. So if price gets through here, I don't like the sells anymore. Need this level to hold up. I need NASDAQ to try and catch up with ES. And I need this 5-minute chart to show me, okay, we got closures underneath on the 5-minute. I'm looking for this down close candle to hold, right? Similar to what we saw up here with this up close candle. I'm looking for this up close and down close candle. They're side by side. See the order block? I'm looking for that to hold, for that pressure lower. 1.5, bro. This is crazy, bro. And then I'm looking for this. This will be perfect if we can get the 5-minute chart to go ahead and give you some bearish closures. All right, we're going to get this bullish closure, but it's going to close, let's see, 20 seconds. If we can close underneath this black line, that's a good start. That next candle could offer that delivery lower, and then that'll send us on our way to TP. 25,365. Come on, kid. You can do it, kid. You see price stalling, bro. But it's tough, bro. It's tough, bro. What is ES up to, man? Red line. There it goes. Come on, bro. Now dump. Don't give me that pressure and not move. Bro, this is crazy, bro. You see what I see, man. We're rejecting this level so well, but yet it will not expand, bro. Nasty wicks. Come on, kid. At this point, bro, we should take out these lows, bro. Oh, stop playing around, bro. At this point, we should free fall, bro. We just took another low on ES. ES is much weaker. Somehow, after starting out stronger, that's our cue that momentum is shifting to bearish. And now we just, like I said, you just want to see price action stop chopping and deliver to sell side or to a higher time frame zone. That was a strange move, bro. I wish it would have gave us a closure underneath. Like, what was that spike? $3.7. And there goes more speed. Come on, kid. You can slam lower. I know you can, bro. It's like, why would I want to buy this, though? Back into this level here. 2 minutes left in this 5-minute candle. Price does not want to settle off of this level here. I need this level to hold, guys. Otherwise, I got to cut this. take another paper cut, and run away. Run, Forrest. If you want to give us some SMT off of this candle high, I would appreciate that you flush 100 points the opposite way after you do that, please. Because this don't make no sense, bro. I mean, it makes no sense. Only thing I can say is, all right, we are pushing into bullish territory. So if price wanted to just delay the buys for a few hours, I get it. I get it. But in my eyes, bro, price, I'm not bullish. Like I have to take the shorts when they present themselves. That could be my downfall, or that could be my catalyst for a really, really strong trading week, right? So that's where it's like, you know, stick to your guns and you see what happens, because I'm lowering my risk here, and I really just want to make sure that on a day like this, paper cuts are fine, right? No big losses, and then I can have fun. I can have fun reading price here, give myself a chance. If we can start to dump here, this 40 seconds, come on, last 40 seconds. What this 1 minute look like? Still holding this level, guys. Like, the sales are still on the table if you can get that follow through lower, right? The one thing that does concern me is look at ES starting to recover this 30-minute level, but we're still underneath bearish territory. Man, I want to see this dump, bro. I want to see this dump. And it could dump for the rest of today too. This is the type of profile that could, if it's bearish, we spent so much time up here, it'll push for these lows. But if here's a good protocol, right? We have 10 minutes left in this candle. If we start closing past these bearish candles here, that's going to be as bullish as it gets. And then I'll have to give up on my short. But as of right now, none of these bearish candles have been closed through on the 5-minute chart. So all the lower time frame drawdown is okay. I can handle that. I can handle that pressure. I just need the 5-minute chart to show me some love for lower. So far, so good. If we get this follow through, I would anticipate this low now. I don't even think any of this is going to hold up. We just need to start closing through these levels here. All right, you see these bullish candles? We start closing through those, bro, it should flush all the way down to at least 25,314. 1 second. All right, so you guys seeing what I'm seeing, right? We reject this high, but we need to close through these bullish candles. Look at the precision on these candles, bro. Look at where it decides to stop at, guys. Like it just makes you not want to trade this. Makes you not want to hold these. Like just pick a side, bro. We're inside of this wick over here on ES, bro. Barely close over here. Just I need to see speed, bro, because this is still in bullish territory, bro. I'm only shorting this, understanding that price can manipulate. I need to see a deep manipulation, but it's starting to look like the buys are still in control and the shorts are just taking whatever they can get right now, and then eventually it's gonna flip bullish because we should be bleeding if we're truly bearish, man. We see the right levels hold up, right? You should expect price to push towards a swing point, right? And we're not seeing that, bro. Mr. NASDAQ. You need to go to timeout, bro. Somebody need to fire you. Send you home for the day. This is pathetic, bro. And now look at this. Right back into unwanted territory. For what? Like, you see what I mean? Like, why are you respecting these levels unless you're truly bullish? That's how I have to look at it. If you're bearish and you keep bouncing off of these zones and refusing to close through, that's dirty work, bro. Like, you're trying too hard here to do nothing. So I'm probably going to get out of this one early as well, guys, and just go away with my day. This candle right here should have been enough to flush. 5 minutes of selling pressure. We break the lows here. What did price leave behind? Okay, we left this 1 minute gap here. I'll see how this 1 minute gap plays out. But look, ES already ripping through it, bro. No, bro, this is trash, kid. Last hope for the sellers. If this doesn't hold, bro, I'm out because it's wasting our time and it's begging us to lose money by wasting time. The longer price stays in this area, the more susceptible you're going to be to a sweep of liquidity. You know what I mean? That's why I don't like to get in early. I like to let the sweeps happen. We see price offered the sweep at the high up here. We see price pull back into here, offer another sweep with SMT. You see how we take out these internal highs on NASDAQ? ES does not. Right? So we've seen way too much manipulation for price to still be hanging out in this area. It just tells me that the time is running out on these shorts, unfortunately. If we catch that free fall candle, I'm just gonna bring my stop down just in case some stupid random drive higher happens. Good management here. Working with what we can here. Like, price is really tripping right now. Like, seriously tripping. We're tapping into this order block here. Oh my goodness, yeah. If we get a break of structure off of that, which it looked like we might. Yeah, I forgot about that order block from earlier. Look at the strength. Yeah, bro. I just don't like where we're showing bullishness. If we were bearish, we would rip through it. If we were bullish, we'll respect it. The price is trying to respect it here. Yeah, and we tap into this bearish gap and still hasn't broken anything. Yeah, it's going to take this high probably. These highs up here are where I'm watching. Clearly where my stop is. But if we make a new high here, that's going to confirm the buys. Whether or not price is going to expand, that's a different question. But you can confirm your bias. If we make a new high here, it's over for the shorts. Guaranteed. You should not see price want anything higher now. If you're bearish. If you're bullish and you're not taking these shorts, you would want to see a break of structure to the upside before you try to engage. As you can see, structure is holding really nicely for the shorts. If we break it, that's going to open the door for higher. Trend line liquidity here. I don't know, bro. It seems like every single move I get is just met with some stupid wick. So I can't even get excited when I see price try to leech lower. I just want to see it go and don't stop. Take out all of these lows. Show me the true NASDAQ, the one that likes to steal all your money. I don't want to see the conservative NASDAQ that just wicks a little bit. Go ahead, dig into here. And remember, ES was the one that kind of made me pick the shorts, noticing how ES was so strong for lower. Very, very aggressive lower. And ES is the leader today, so got to give the shorts a chance. All right, guys. So keep an eye, right? Keep an eye on this level specifically, and then pay attention to how we're about to get an SMT. I'm gonna take this. This isn't what I want to see. This is holding way too many bullish points of interest. So just take the small win, and I'm gonna see if we can catch this buy to wrap up the stream. I kind of wanted the shorts as my last idea, but the more I look at these, I'm like, bro, these are not gonna last long here. All right, so I am going to draw up this buy as my last line of trading, bro, for today. Quick scalp there, made back a couple, like $100 or so. So that kills a paper cut. And now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna sit back and I'm gonna wait for this turn. If it doesn't turn, like let's say it just keeps leeching lower, right? For whatever reason, these levels just keep holding. Then at that point, I'll be like, all right, the shorts finally took over, right? But you guys know me. I like to look at the clock. If we look at the clock and we look at structure, this is beautiful bullish profile, right? 9:30 to 10, that opening range is created, right? We sweep out the highs of that opening range, pull back into it, generate all of these lows, and now we're just taking lows and leaving these highs. And I'm like, okay, no, that's way too bullish, right? If it were opposite, it'll be taking out highs, leaving lows, and then we would dump. And now we're taking out lows, leaving these highs. I can only anticipate higher, and I don't really want to hold through any more chop. So what I'll do is let the sells go without me, look for a reversal protocol. If that protocol is presented, then I'll get engaged. If not, no more trading. I don't want to short this, even though I was extremely bearish coming into today's session. I feel like the short pretty much just went as far as it should go. Like if I was able to get in filled up here somewhere, then this is where I would want to TP out just in case, right? So decent read on price. If you ask me, it looks just fine for higher. You just need that final confirmation, right? So what is that going to look like? We have price offering this bearish zone, which is where I took my short, still holding up. But the catch is I want to see that zone get flipped. Imagine this just keeps shorting, bro. I can't even be upset because it's just an ugly short, bro. It's just an ugly short, but it's shorting. It's still shorting. Good read on the short. Targets are the part that make me nervous, so that's why I got out of my position. I don't know where I should be targeting. Naturally, you would want to target these lows, but this order block right here has already been manipulated once, right? Remember this morning on the higher time frame, we swept it, put that SMT, right? With this low. And then we push up to the high, create SMT at the high. So now we're in between two manipulated zones. Which one holds up? I like this manipulation because it's a lot more egregious. This is a small manipulation at the high with this small SMT here. Right? But this move right here was a higher time frame, true manipulation. We get a beautiful bullish range. And now we're simply waiting for my ROC protocol, buying protocol. We got some sell protocol, but targets are a bit shaky. I don't know where I would set my TP other than these red lines here, literally. These are great TPs. So let's see how price responds here. And notice this ES candle, we got a bunch of bearish pressure. We didn't get any bullish pressure until the end of the candle, and we're still maintaining that bullish pressure. So that right there catches my eye. Like, all right, price could literally try to flip and go higher here. So I'm just waiting, bro. Just waiting. I wish today was cleaner, but it's not, so. kind of don't want this to keep going lower, bro, because it would kind of make me feel some type of way if we just keep shorting. Because not only are we, shorting, we keep rejecting the only levels I have in this area. Right? So that's kind of where it's like, yeah, let me get out of my short. The only two levels I have are 25,338 and 25,330. And look at how price is literally bouncing off of this. So if we end up breaking it, I'll be like, bro, why couldn't you just break it on the first couple taps? Why'd you have to drive into it 10 times before you break it? You know what I mean? But, man, that's trash. But we are driving back into this territory here on ES. Did we get a break of structure yet? Not yet. So we're waiting on that break of structure, right? We get that break of structure, I am going to start looking for buys, and I will have to start doing it based on, wait, let's see, 5-minute chart, 9:30 to 10. 9:30 to 10, beautiful 5-minute chart over here, 9:30 to 10, and then you have 8 to 8:30. All right, so yeah, ES is gonna be the culprit as always. It's stronger, so let's go to 8:30 and 9:30. So yeah, those are my two levels there, and then I want 9:30, right? Yeah. 9:30 to 10. I want this level here. Perfect. Yeah, and we're starting to clear that. 9:30 to 10. Yeah, we brought a break structure. This break of structure, yeah, we should see a nice violent move higher here. All right. Let's see. Erase everything up here. Boom, boom, boom. Yeah, nice. So what'll happen is price will start breaking structure here momentarily if we're bullish. We want to see price make a low first, so it looks like we are making lows in there. This hasn't made any lows yet. This is your break of structure point for ES, which is the real bullish idea. NASDAQ should do whatever ES does. So this is your break of structure area. And NASDAQ still pretending to be bearish here. It might actually be bearish though. Like, I would just hate that it was bouncing off of these levels so many times. That would be so trash. Oh my goodness. What are we doing today? Like, what is happening? What is happening? Why is price showing so much resistance? Why is it so trash? Gold, what are you up to? Bearish. Silver, $70. Man. And so yeah, that's my game plan, guys. It's 11:44. We could see that reversal around 12. So let's give it a chance here. I'm looking for a break of structure. And as I mentioned, if the shorts do play out, I can't even be bothered. Look at the wicks off of this level so far. And just like that, right on cue, here goes your breaker structure. So now, how do we play this, right? You already know. Wait for the pullback. So we're using this 930 structure here and this 830 structure here. Right? 830? Where is it? 8. Yeah, 8 to 830 is actually better. You see price 8 to 830. So if I push into here, 8 to 830. I'm sorry, 830 to 9. Yeah, 830 to 9, 9 to 930. Right? Let me get off of NASDAQ. NASDAQ throwing me off here. So ES looking very clean on the buy side. We see this down close candle held up. We drive literally into this down close candle. It holds up. And then here, I'm just looking for a breaker structure. We got the breaker structure. So if I'm using this down close candle, which makes sense, it's either going to be 830 to 9, 30-minute zone, or 930 to 10. So if I look 830 to 9, you got this red line. And you got 930 to 10, you got this red line here. And then obviously up here. But you want to get in before it starts to do all of that. So start drawing this up here. You got this order block down here where price, you anticipate price to hold this order block. So let me get out of here. This is your bullish area of interest. Optimal bullish area. See how price responds in there. And then like I mentioned, you still have this safety net down here. If price wants to dig a little bit deeper and hold this, I'm a fan of this zone as well. And then here we are. Nice SMT off the low. Breaker structure over here on NASDAQ as well. Pushing back into this down close candle. The price shows some speed from here, bro. I have to give this a chance to run. And they just put my stop at like 8.5. 9 points. And then I'm targeting at least 1.5. All right, cool. Very clean textbook move here. If we can get that reversal right now, that's going to confirm my entry. All right, here we go. Moment of truth. Because this is tough. Because this now it's starting to show that real aggressiveness underneath these red levels. But it's so early in this 5-minute candle, this could be a massive wick, bro. And then if I'm looking at the previous candle structure from, oh yeah, this is not, bro. NASDAQ looks so bearish, bro. This sucks, bro. I don't know if I really want to trade this, bro. Just look at this previous zone here. We had this up close move. We closed through it. Price just pushed directly into this red. Oh, we didn't hit it yet. Okay, I'll take that back, man. Yeah, we didn't hit it. All right, I'll take that back. I thought we drove into this red zone again, and now we're seeing more bearishness, but we didn't tap it. And then over here, we haven't confirmed anything bearish over here on ES yet either. So just waiting on that flip. Looks like high resistance. If this price action ends up expanding, this is going to be considered extremely high resistance. If, you know, price ends up chopping around for the rest of the day, then then we'll know it was never going anywhere. Just consolidation, I guess. So with this 1 minute break of this low, you want to see the 5 minute chart leave a wick, right? You don't want to see the 5 minute chart close bearish, because then that confirms that this 1 minute zone is starting to fail. If I'm looking at ES strictly, it looks like we're building bullish protocol. These up close candles are still holding. We swept that low, got a lot of bullish pressure, and we're still within this candle range, right? So if I mark off this low, we're still within that range. All right, we break structure higher, pull back, retest, and now we're tapping these red lines, showing more strength. If we start flipping these bearish zones here, I am going to long with a stop below this low here at about 10 points. And I'm looking to get in at 91. Around 91 would be a good entry for me, and I'm looking for new high of session, 1.5 R, something like that. Actually, let me turn on my indicator. I want that EMA to be bullish as well. And I want that 5 minute chart to show me, show me a wick underneath this candle body. So 1.5 minutes left there. Let's see what we get. And I'm gonna go full risk on this one. This will be, so 10 points would be 10 micros. Yeah, I'm going 10 micros on that. All right. Yeah, 10 points, 10 micros. And that'll be it, bro. The sales were looking very clean up until we ran into this level here. Oh. Starting to see that speed. What time is it? 11:54. So yeah, let's see what happens here. Starting to show that speed now, guys. Let's see here. But we are filling in these gaps for the first time. I think price is probably likely to just reject a little bit. We're above the EMA. Nice. Now let's see if we can get some speed off of here. I'm gonna long this. 10-point stop, 15-point target. 930 open price right here. Yeah. So let's see. What's NASDAQ up to? NASDAQ leaching lower. You can see there's so much resistance, bro. It's unbelievable, to be honest. We got this massive manipulation move. You could probably target like 20 points, to be real. 1 to 2 are. All right, showing that speed here. I'm long there, guys. And I am looking to take this up to at least the high of day. Add an alert. Delete that. And we do have the bearish SMT to confirm that ES is slightly stronger going into this move. And we have what else in front of us? So there are going to be some levels to keep an eye out for. So this candle high, which we've already broken that, we're fine there. This level here up at this high right here. That should be the next level of resistance. As long as we can get like a 5-minute closure. Let me put my stop in as well. Stop. Target up here. So I'm looking at all the bearish pressure from this morning. These up close candles up here. 930 is holding up nicely here. I need to see 930. Still 2 minutes left in this 5-minute candle. Yeah, I need to see a nice strong 5-minute closure above this bearish body here. So right here, we held the lows nicely. Now you want to see price start taking out this bearish OB here on the 5-minute. We have 5-minute EMA support starting to support us as well. All right, no other price. We got 10 a.m. up here, previous day high up here. Get rid of that. I'm looking for, like I mentioned, we saw the bearish pressure step up here for the first time around like 7,002. Where's YM at, bro? Is YM still at all-time high? Oh, it just pulled back. 30-minute chart. Bearish candle right here. Sitting at 10 a.m. All right, yeah, nothing there. Yeah, nothing there. And we're way back up here now. Looks good. Let's see what the bottom of this candle looks like. 11 o'clock. Okay, yeah, so we see this down close candle being used as support. New candle opens, drives into the wick of it. Right, drives into the wick here, break structure. So this is the first break of structure on YM. No clear order blocks just yet. You got this one, but it could create one up here and use that continuation approach to get where it's going quicker, or it could pull all the way back into here and still be bullish. Not a bad profile there for higher. But what is going on over here, bro? Are we gonna hold this high? 5-minute chart slamming off of this high. If we're bullish, kid, I want to see price literally stop wasting time. When I was looking up here, there was a few areas that make you nervous for lower, but we're far away from those. So you would want to see at least a retest before you consider price going to take out this low, right? So I'm anticipating at least a drive back up into this red box before price would try and take this low if we're bearish. But based on this order flow, I would say that this low is protected, and I would say that this high is the draw. That would be my game plan. So looking at this 10 a.m. to 10:30 move, we close, complete chop, and then here you get that 10:30 to 11 move lower. We tap into it once here. So this was your sell signal. Right here, you got that small tap there. I don't know, bro. I would anticipate price to be, well, I guess, I'm sorry. We just opened up a new 30-minute candle here. Okay, so fair enough. Small pullback would be appropriate. And then you look for that speed higher or lower, whichever one wants to go. It should show some speed here. And that's not good. Come on, bro. That's not good, kid. NASDAQ has been taking out lows this entire time, so that's not surprising. Yes, what are you going to do? Are you going to do it to me? I need this on the hold. You know, we're opening up 12 o'clock. We're opening lower, which is good. You just want to see that wick in reverse type of pro call. And I don't know if we get it here, bro. This short ended up being a genius of a move, bro. It held all of this for no reason, kid. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Don't do it. 2 minutes left in this 5-minute candle. I want to see a wick, bro. Otherwise, it's GG's NASDAQ. Good short, man. This short just kept leeching and leeching and leeching and leeching. It's just so weird how we pivot, right? You see, remember, ES was leading this charge lower. We pivot, NASDAQ starts making lows, ES starts building bullish structure from a bullish area. I have to take that buy. And here goes the bearishness, bro. You've got to be kidding me. It's gonna leech here. This was tough, bro. This was tough. And now you would think I should just press the sell button, right? Wrong. Get off the charts. Get off the charts, kid. This was what you call extreme price action here. I'm like, how would I hold my short? I could have held it at break even maybe, but it probably would have stopped me break even. I'm not sure. This drive up, yeah, it probably would have stopped me. But I'm sitting here and I'm looking at this like, bro, if this shorts, this is the most manipulated sequence ever, because we were holding these levels for 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35 minutes, 40 minutes almost of just, excuse me, resistance, making you think, okay, this is a good spot for higher. And then now you see this 12 o'clock candle open. We leech down, sweep the low. Let's see if we can get a V-shaped recovery here and start racing higher. Good level for a bounce, right? But you want to see price break structure again. Like we've already broken structure once here. We tapped into this level, broke structure. Tap into this level, break structure. We get up under it. You want to see some sort of V-shaped recovery to reclaim this 69.90 area. And it's wild because all it takes is one candle. You can end up way up here at the highs. Let's take a look at the 5-minute. Still maintaining this candle's range, right? This bullish candle low is holding up. I need a bearish candle to be flipped here, because this could be still bearish. I need to flip these bearish candles. I don't know. This is starting to look like it's over though. Starting to look like a wrap, man. If this is a bullish move, this is the longest developing buy I've ever seen. Imagine it is though. Like, that's why I'm trying to be patient. Like, imagine this is literally a super slow but very bullish continuation and we take this high before taking that low, I'll get a bunch of credit for holding this buy right now, right? I cut my short and I flip bullish. That's why I'm trying to be patient here. And if I'm looking over here, we're doing the same thing over here. We have this 12 o'clock candle open. We had bullish candles, but we have not been able to break this candle's range here to the downside. So I want to see a break to the upside, confirming that we could see a lot higher here. That's only if we can break to the highs. It's only if we can break to the highs. Rejecting the low doesn't necessarily mean we're going to break this high, but I should anticipate that. So let's see if we get that closure above this 25,343 level on the 5 minute, 2 minutes left. We're approaching this level. Give us a blast off and clear this zone. Let's go. Come on. Don't look back now. You're pretty much halfway there, NASDAQ. Don't look back now. Make a run for it. Annihilate anybody who's holding shorts. Make them regret holding it for this low and race to this high. Good move here. Target is going to be about 1.6 R. If price can show some strength above this high, I'll target these red and blue lines up here. That's the type of candle I'm looking for. If we can get a closure, this should be money. All right, guys. So I need to see price show me something very bullish here. Otherwise, I'm just gonna get off the charts for today. Right? You don't want to give price a chance to manipulate you, right? We see how fast price has been moving lately. So I'm looking to catch those fast moves. If those moves start to slow down a little bit too much, you're asking to be manipulated. So I'm giving price like one last chance here, right? I've given price multiple opportunities to go, right? Either towards the lows or towards the highs, right? And I could see bearish pressure trying to creep up again here. So I need to see the buys really dominate. Otherwise, you're going to get that random short again. And that could be enough to stop me out this time. So I want to play this safe here because if you look, right, so what I'm looking at is this candle right here. We tapped into it. The red zone, we barely tap into it and we get clean selling pressure. The thing that keeps me in this trade is the idea that we haven't broken any structure on this move lower, which is tough because we could break structure by taking out this low here. But I wouldn't I wouldn't anticipate that type of a move. I would anticipate maybe if you're bearish, push into here, sweep, make a new high, take out this high, make a new high, and then break this structure, then I'm bearish. But right now it's like the bullish areas, right? Remember the red line we drew? Look at it. Spot on. We climb up to the next red line, getting more rejection, spot on. So there's no reason for me to give up on the buys yet. I don't want to see the bearish pressure hold up. Now that we've tapped into here, we could easily see another sell-off. So that's why I'm looking for speed from the buyers. Usually what happens is we'll blow through this zone. You'll see a 5-minute rejection candle, something like this. You'll get that push lower, price will try to go lower, fail, and then you'll just see a rip through these highs and eventually the high of this red zone. You know what I mean? We did tap into here. We just haven't broken any structure. And if I'm looking at NASDAQ, the same thing, right? We push into here, but no structure's been broken at all. I would want to see price make a new high, confirming that instead of breaking structure lower, price hit this level here and decided to break structure higher. That's a good sign of absorption right there. So this candle here, move this out of the way. All right, yeah, so that's for that on there. And we have this up close candle right here is the heartbeat for the shorts. It's holding up. I can't say it's not holding up. I just haven't seen a break of structure yet. So that's the game I'm playing here. I'm like, man, just keep going higher. Take out this high. Then I'll know, okay, if we break structure after taking out this high, then I know that we're truly bearish. But as of right now, we haven't broken any structure, bro. So this is tough though, bro. Look at what level we're rejecting here. If you look closely, we're rejecting off of this blue line here, which is black over here. This blue. You're getting that pressure, right? From that blue line. It's tough, bro. It's tough because we held up this level so clean that I think all the bearish pressure should get wiped out, bro. That's my bias. Like, I gave the shorts all morning to try to convince me that we're truly bearish, and they just failed to do so. And then the first opportunity we get to flip bullish, look what happens. You get a beautiful reaction from this level. So I'm anticipating for price to skyrocket through these blue lines here, and then ultimately either take out the highs on ES and give like a SMT on NASDAQ. Maybe NASDAQ stops up here, or both take out the highs. Here goes more speed, but like I mentioned, we want to see this high get taken, and then whenever price pulls back, we want to see it maintain these lows. So that'll be my new basically my stop will be completely changed once we make a new high here. Because if we're truly bullish, it'll run. It'll get where it's going. If it's not gonna run, I don't want the trade, right? I've come to that conclusion today. So I would say A plus on the risk management today. Pretty good read on price. It's just when it comes to actual price action today, super slow, very choppy. Not many points being offered so far. So if this ends up taking this high, this will be the best opportunity on the table. Not much else going on here. However, we did generate some internal liquidity here. So if we take this high and reject strongly, I'm going to be out probably at break even. This is a good point to go break even for sure. Yeah. How many points is that? That would be floating about 6.7 points. Yeah. That'll be a good spot. But it's tough. Like, part of me wants to just put this in and let it go. But I'm like, based on today's profile, I think I would be a fool to just like hold a trade all day. You know what I mean? Price could literally chop around, stop you out for no reason. If you're looking at profit, at least protect your trade. Go break even on a day like today. We're still holding this blue line here on NASDAQ. We got one closure above it, fall back under it, reject, reject. Now we're in this gap here. We need to see a strong close here in the next 2 minutes, guys. Starting to get late. I don't like to see this late in the day. I want to see price pick up the speed here after 12. This will be a really good trade if we can see some energy to print this basically last 1 hour candle. So this 4 hour candle is bearish right now. Still have an hour left. If we can get a nice surge, that'll be a really, really good entry on the longs here. We get in before this 4 hour candle flips bullish. And if we can close bullish around 2 o'clock, that should be the best opportunity of the day, honestly. We might chop after this 4 hour candle closes, or we might rip. You know, sometimes you can't really say what'll happen, but sometimes we see that PM session, that 4 o'clock power hour, 3 o'clock power hour, sometimes it expands like crazy, but can't really complain about this trade. It's just a matter of like, are we bullish or bearish? Like, I just want you guys to make up your mind here, and then we can go from there. So far, we look bullish, but we still have to break this high here, man. What's the holdup? Seriously. All right, so cool. So because price is super choppy here, I'm gonna do myself a favor and get back one of those paper cuts that I took, and I'm gonna take off 2 here. There we go. Just take a little bit of profit because if this gets back down in here, I think I'm done with this. I want to be as patient as possible. You know what I mean? But at the same time, I'm understanding that we spent a lot of time failing to go lower. We spent a lot of time reversing. It's almost 1 o'clock. If price isn't ready to just take out some buy side or sell side, then if you hold this trade too long, price can literally pull back and chop in this area and still be bullish, right? So I don't want to give price too much credit here and just think that it's automatically going to take this high, because it's shown us a really, really lackluster session today. So take some partials, watch this. I'm watching this red zone as always. As I mentioned, that 1 minute chart is going to say a lot. You do not want to see price break structure after taking out this high. If we push back to this low and take out this low on both charts, that is a bearish reversal. If we're bullish, we should maintain the upper half of this, maintain the golden pocket or something bullish, right? You don't want to see price this late in the session start digging into bullish territory too aggressively here. So here we go. You want to see price start showing weakness right away. Otherwise, I'm going to probably cut my trade a lot earlier. So I'm watching it. Not going to touch anything right now, but just know I am watching this for this low right here to be protected. Make this a deal breaker for me because of what time it is. And because my draw is not lower, my draw is higher. I want to see price draw for higher for the next 10, 15 minutes, maybe 30 minutes. So let's see here. Secured partials. See if we can get some speed, man. Where's all that speed from this morning here? 9:45 expanded beautifully. Let's check on Nazi. Yeah, I don't want to see NASDAQ make a new low either. NASDAQ's looking very healthy, keeping up with ES. So they both should take out these highs, man. You got to be careful of this order block here. So the closer we get into this, you can start narrowing down areas that weren't hit. Like this area here might dump price. I want to see it blow through it, right? I want to see it just completely ignore it, bro. That's what I'm banking on here. Because if price starts respecting, okay, nice. So if you look, we're getting SMT, right? ES is pushing further into it. Yeah, so we got to be careful here. We're breaking these levels, so I'm not worried about this zone anymore for the most part. I'll just leave that blue line there. So this blue line is important. As you can see, it's beautiful when price is ready to go. This is your indication, right? Price will reject this level. See, we shorted off of it earlier. And look how many points. My goodness. That short was the play. But it was like a lazy, I'm not really bearish short. You know what I mean? So I didn't do well holding that. Fair enough. But the buys, I'm giving the buys a chance. If we can close above this blue line here, then I know we can push to these highs. Right? Look at it. It's almost too good to be true. Anytime you close above here, you get a run. Close above here, run. Push back under, close above it, run again. Close above it, run. And then here we failed to close above it. pushing, you know, into that territory pretty soon here. So we're gonna hit it. We're gonna hit this blue line. I want to know how we react. I would like to see something similar to. Well, it's crazy, bro, because every closure above this blue line did not survive. Every one of them, right? We close above it, immediately crash. Close above it, small pop, crash. Small pop, crash. Small pop, crash. So if we get above it, we might crash. Take this high and short. That's what this is looking like. If price can make it back up to these highs, if it can make it back up to these highs, shorts. 5-minute chart, what are you looking like? Doesn't look too bad. Those 1-minute candles are stressful, right? 5-minute candle, a lot cleaner to watch. We're getting a wick off this area. We got, let's look at our structure going into this. You want to see bullish profiles in these 30-minute candles. 12 to 12:30. Look at this beautiful bullish profile here. So there's no reason for me to be afraid of holding right now. You see the down close candles in this bullish candle have already been taken out. So those can be used to tap and go. Same thing over here. Every one of these candles have left bullish structure. Nothing bearish, right? We see bullish profile here. The question is, like, when is price going to run? You don't want to see price just keep retesting these levels. Just take off, bro. You don't even need to retest. Anyway, we got 2 levels here. So these will be my bullish areas. And I would assume that price shouldn't worry about retesting here. But if it does, I have to give it a chance to unfold. Actually, no, I don't. I don't have to give it anything. If it starts playing around in this area again, telling me that it wants to retest and all that, I will probably be out at break even, guys. Because that's around my entry, right? I want to say that's close to where I enter. Oh, yeah. Perfect, yeah. Beautiful entry. So if price wants to get back down into here, play around, I'm okay with break even at that point. Now that we've closed above this blue line here, you see it, I want to see price draw towards highs. And we should see that, you know what I mean? Like, I just don't like the hesitation in price right now. But this blue line here up top should be hit. Once that level gets hit, I'll know a little bit more of what I want to do with this trade. That'll be clean to see if we can close above here. That would catapult us up to at least one of these highs. All right, I don't need all those highs. I just need maybe one of these highs, 2 of these highs. We take out those, then I'll start managing my trade appropriately, accordingly. We got SMT off of this right here. Make a new high. We don't make a new high. So I'm really not afraid of these shorts. Right? If I'm looking at ES, nothing about this move makes me want to sell my position. Makes me want to hold it. Fail to make a new high. So even if we do take this low, it's not a break of structure. The only break of structure, as I mentioned, would be a move under 6989, which it can happen. If price leaks all the way down in here and takes this low, then that's going to be it for me. I'm going to wrap it up. But I think I can avoid all that by just watching this blue line here. We stay above here, man. That's what I want to see. I don't even want to see price get comfortable underneath here. Because I kind of want to close out now. Take my little 200 bucks and call it a day. But I'm looking at it and I'm like, bro, like, we're holding here for a reason. If we can get that volume here, close above these highs again, it should take off from there. It's 1 o'clock also, so let me see. Did NASDAQ break its blue line yet? No. See, we're nowhere near it. We rejected nicely off it the first time. Yeah, we rejected nicely the first time. 10 to 1030. This is so lame though, bro. It's like it's every chance it gets to pull back, it's pulling back. There's no running allowed today. It's crazy. 10 to 1030. Yeah, this is a nice one. Why didn't I have that highlighted? 10 to... Oh, yeah. I need to see some speed here or this is going to be bearish. I can see it coming in. Boom, boom, boom. 10 to 1030 and 1030 to 11. So 10 to 1030, perfect. And then 1030 to 11. Yeah, those levels are important. These blue lines are important. Let's see. Are we on the right side of the algo right now? I don't know, man. This is tough to read. It's like you're getting really good bullish profiles, but then those bearish profiles, as you can see, we're still trading within them. Like we're not just breaking through it. So it's like at any moment you can get that flush lower, which it looks like it might be stepping in, bro. You don't want to see it break this, bro. It breaks this, and I'm like, get me out. It breaks that, then I'm like, cut the trade, bro. Take me elsewhere. Yeah, see. I think I want to take my little small win, small paper cut win. Because this is like, it's wasting way too much time, bro. I'm out. Ding, ding. I will take what is called a flat day. I'm out of here, guys. It's 1 o'clock. You guys be careful. I could be 100% right on this trade, and I just don't care to hold. The later it gets, the more vulnerable you're going to be. So play it safe. I just don't like it. Even though it could end up literally being bullish, I accept that, right? So I'm gonna wrap this up. I don't even know what my balance is on this account. Made 20 bucks today. All right, flat day for me, and I'm gonna leave it there. Hopefully this, ends up expanding, because we do not want to see price action like this very often. This will be a heartbreaker, but good patience today. I will be right back on the charts tomorrow, and I believe we have decent news events for tomorrow. Yeah, we got some good data on the table for tomorrow, so I'm gonna wrap it up there. All right, good exit. We close through here. If we break structure, like it's so back and forth that if we end up breaking structure, the shorts are going to be better today. As I mentioned, I'm so bearish on the higher time frames that I would love to see shorts, but I'm just not going to stick around for it because price is stuck in a loop. So you guys be safe. I am out of here. Yeah. See you guys tomorrow, 9:30. Wasn't a bad session. Just trash price action, man. Yeah.